Hi guys, good evening everyone. I hope everyone had a productive day today. For all our US based entrepreneurs. Happy 4th of July. I know today you may have taken a rest from business, but we just want to wish you a happy 4th of July and hope that everything went well for you. Just trying to adjust the light a little bit here. So guys, as we continue to grow our business, as we move into the second half of the year, we have to continue to work towards growing our business and putting in the right, and developing the right strategies and implementing the right strategies in our business to grow consistently. We know it's about focus and we know it's about consistency. And one of the things that we need to do at this point in time is always look back at our goals, right? What were our goals at the beginning of the year, right? To see where we are now. And I mean, an exercise that I do as a coach myself is that I always review my goals. But in reviewing my goals, it's not just about writing about where I want to be. One of the main things you have to do is to become very clear of where you are right now, right? Take a strategic look at your business and write that down as well. Where are you right now in your business, right? How many clients do you have? How visible are you? How much content are you sharing? Where are you financially in your business? You have to be very clear of where you are right now so that you can set a goal for where you want to be. A lot of times we talk to people about writing goals, doing SMART goals, which are specific and measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. And while that is really, really important, no matter what business you are in and how long you have been in business, what is even more important is for you to understand where you are right now, because in understanding where you are right now, you will get a better sense of where you need to be and how much more work you need to put in and which strategies will actually work for you. And in examining where you are right now, you take a look at the strategies that you are implementing and figure out what is working and what is not working. And the things that are working, you examine why they are working and what you can do to make them work even better, how you can rinse and repeat them and help them to increase your clientele or help them to increase your revenue, if that may be the case. So it may mean if for example you have started to do videos this year or last quarter and you realize during your videos, you have been getting more visible and you have been growing your clientele and your Facebook groups or your page or whatever has been growing, then you have to figure out, okay, if video is a thing that is working for me, do I do more videos? Do I share more videos? Do I do more videos per week? Do I get more specific in my videos? You look at the videos that had the greatest turnover, the greatest ROI, and figure out what are the topics that really moved your audience and see how you can share more of that value. So you have to look at where you are, what you have done. Look at the things that you have been implementing over and over and they're not working. The thing is, they may not be working because the time of day, who you're targeting, your pricing. So really examine those things. And if you realize that they're really, really not working in your business, then get rid of them. It doesn't make sense doing the same things over and over and expecting a different result. Now that is different from being consistent, right? Because being consistent means that you've posted a blog, you've done a video, and you've gotten 2-3 likes. You've done a second one, you've gotten 5 likes. You've done a third one, you're getting 10 likes, and you're actually seeing the movement and the momentum in your business. It may be incremental, but you're actually seeing some kind of growth and some kind of shift. And that is where you need to be consistent. But if you're doing something in your business and you're definitely over a period of time, over 2 weeks to a month, 2 months, you're not seeing any kind of bite in your business, then that is a thing that you need to stop doing. You can't do something for a day or two or even a week and expect miraculous results, right? That is not how business works. But if you've been doing something for 2 months and you're not seeing the results, then now is the time for you to really let it go and develop a new strategy that will grow your business. This is also a great time for you to do some market research. Reach out to your clients, do a survey, go into your groups, go onto your page, send an email to your clients, and figure out and ask them actually what has been working for them. What have you been able to solve, and what problems do they need you to solve going forward, right? Because a lot of times you feel you are stuck because you're not engaging with your clients. You're not very sure of how you should be helping them and what you should be doing for them. So this is a good time for you. The middle of the year, this is a good time for you to do a survey, reach out to them. It doesn't have to be anything complicated. Go on SurveyMonkey, choose 10 questions, come with 10 questions and ask them about your pricing, about your product, about your customer service, about what else they need support in, and get them on your email list. Use that opportunity to get them on your email list so that you can send them additional information about your products and services as you continue to develop and grow your business. Now is a great time. And in doing that research, in doing that market research right now, you would also get a sense of where your clients are, because in setting your goal, it is a combination of things you have to put together, right? You have to be clear of where you are right now, and you have to be clear about where your clients are right now, so that when you put together your goal and you decide what the strategies you have to use to grow your business and to increase your revenue, it will be a combination of things that, based on the research that you've done of where you are and where your clients are, and you bring it together so that you develop the best strategy for your business, because one size doesn't fit all, right, guys? And that's what we think. We think that there's this magic pill. We think that there's this exact template to use for everybody to set a goal or for everybody to get the same revenue. It just does not work that way. Some people, according to what they're selling, their ideal clients may be on Facebook, or somebody else's ideal client may be on Instagram, or somebody else's ideal client may be on LinkedIn, or somebody's ideal client may not be online at all. And that is why it's not a one size fits all. And all of these businesses could all be the same age, could have all started at the same time, but it's not a one size fits all, right? So there's no magic pill, there's no special template for you that will work for every single person. But what I'm saying, that at this stage in your business, you need to figure out where you are right now, so that in setting a goal for the next 6 months, so that you really end the year the way that you wanted it, based on what your goal was at the beginning of the year, you can, change your strategies. Because remember, your goal can remain the same, right? Your goal can remain the same. Your strategy can always change. Your strategy can always change. Your goal can remain the same, but your strategies can always change. And that is in every business. It doesn't matter if a business just started 6 months ago, or if a business is six months old, 6 years old, or 60 years old. Right, with the change in economies, with the change in buying habits, with the change in weather, right, strategies change, and you have to be on top of the strategies that work best for your ideal clients. And that includes setting a goal for your business. That includes doing the market research and talking to your ideal clients to figure out where they are right now. What are they spending money on? What are the things that they need the most help with? How do they want you to help them? What they're buying right now. You know what I mean? Everything that you're selling is a priority to them, because a lot of people start business because they see other people selling this thing and they find, oh my God, look at how much she's selling and she's making money. But that's not a reason for you to start business. You have to be passionate about what you what you're in business for, right? And what you're doing every single day, or else it really wouldn't make any kind of sense, right? Ideally, 6 days, right? Hi, Carlene, right? So, guys, my message to you today is to figure out where you are now. Step back. Figure out what you've done over the last 6 months. Take note of what you have done and what has worked and what has not worked. And then decide, what are the things that I need to do right now today? What are the productive things that I need to do right now, right today, to get to that goal that I want? We say start with the end in mind, and that's why you start by writing out your goal. So you write out your big goal, and then you break it down into smaller actionable steps. And your steps could be per month, they could be per week, or they could be per day, they could be per quarter. But start with the end in mind and then break it down into smaller parts so that you understand what needs to happen in your business to allow it to grow at the pace that you want it to grow. So ideally, you should have like a monthly plan or monthly goal. You should have a 3-month plan, a 3-month goal, a 6-month, and a 12-month. So you know that all of the goals that you are setting, all the smaller goals that you are setting, are leading up to the success of the bigger goal, right? Because each one may require you to do a new strategy or to implement a certain strategy once you start to grow. Because as you start to grow, let's say you started off your business and you just had a Facebook page, right? You couldn't do a website at this time, so you just had a Facebook page. You started there, which is where a lot of people start, right? But your goal is to make, let's say, $50,000 in your business, right? So okay, you start with your Facebook page and you just start off by posting on your page and posting in groups or whatever. Then you have me start to do ads on your Facebook page. Then you may start an Instagram page, and then you may start a Pinterest page, and then you start a blog, and then you start to do networking events, and then you may start to do collaborations with people. And then you start your website, and you set up your website in such a way that people can buy from the website, and then so you can take massive orders. And then you may start to sell to a store so that you have goods on consignment, or you produce an ebook or a workbook, or do group coaching or online coaching or something. So your business progresses, right? But as your business progresses through each stage that I just identified, you need to do a different strategy, right? Because when you have a website as opposed to a Facebook page, it's a totally different strategy. If you have your goods somewhere on consignment, or if you have an ebook selling, it's a totally different strategy. When you're ready to collaborate with somebody to grow your business, you have to have a different strategy. So your strategies will change, but your goal at the end of the year will still be to make $50,000. You know that you need to do all these different things in order to meet that $50,000, right? So you decide, okay, in July this has to happen, and then in August this has to happen, and then in September this has to happen. But what we tend to do is write down all the things we want to happen and figure and feel that they all have to happen at the same time. Is that not right? We feel that all of it has to happen at the same time, and that's how we get overwhelmed, and that's how we get frustrated. But that makes absolutely no sense, because some things have to happen before other things can happen, right? So you need to figure out what has to happen now, what has happened in July, and then what has happened in August, and then what has happened in September. And they all feed into each other. They all feed into each other to get you to your end goal at the end by December 31st, 2017, right? But you need to figure out right now where you are. Where are you right now in your business? What does your finances look like? What does your client base look like? Are you serving the right people? Are these people you actually want to serve? Or are you ready to up level your business? Or are you ready to change who your ideal client is? Because that happens in business as well, and nothing is wrong with it. That's part of life, right? So look at where you are right now, and then look at your goals. Look at the strategies that you've been using and figure out what does not need to happen anymore, and what you need to improve on so that you can reach your goal at the end of the year. Right, guys? That's what I wanted to share with you today. Does that make any sense? Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about how you go about setting your goal for the rest of the year. Right? So just to recap, look at where you are right now. Hi, Cassia. Look at where you are right now. Look at what you have been implementing and figure out what is working and what is not working, the things that are working. Figure out how you can do that even better, or how you can how you can improve on it, or how you can do it more often so that you can get the income and the clientele that you want. And the things that you've been doing for the last 2 to 3 months that are not working, you need to stop doing them. Your strategy can change, but your goal remains the same. Write out your goal, get it out your head, decide what has to happen this month, and what has to happen in August, and what has to happen in September. Start with the end in mind. And when you say a goal, your goal is not just a financial goal, right? Yes, okay, I know we always talk about, I want to make $50,000 by the end of the year. But not only do you want to make $50,000, I want to make $50,000. I want to have a properly functioning website. I want to make sure my systems are automated. I want to delegate, which means I want staff. And what kind of staff do I need? Do I need a graphic artist, a web developer, a virtual assistant, an event planner? What do I need? So, and all of those things, as I said, guys, cannot happen at the same time. So don't get yourself into that overwhelm and frustration, right? And that is why a lot of you feel that I can't manage my time. I can't manage my time. And that is so not true. You feel that you can't manage your time because you're trying to do too many things at the same time, which makes absolutely no sense. Get clear on what has to happen now. Get that done. And then move on to the next thing, right? And that may mean, as I said before, looking at who your ideal clients are and figuring out if these are the people you actually want to serve. Because if you're trying to sell to the same people, if for the last 6 months you've been selling it to the same people and they're not buying from you, you need to look at who your ideal client is. Maybe they are not your ideal clients, right? And maybe you need to move on to a new clientele. That may be one. Or number 2, you may need to look at your strategy, right? And who you're attracting, and you need to look at where you are right now. What is happening in your business right now? And then make the conscious decision to do more, do less, change your strategy, hire a coach, hire an assistant, hire a graphic artist, a web developer, whatever the case may be. Invest in yourself and get the training that you need so that you can do better in your business, because your business deserves better than what you're doing right now, right? The economy is what it is. The environment is what it is. The climate is what it is. But I keep saying, there's enough money for us, for everybody to make a great living. There's enough business. There's enough people who want what you are selling. You have to make the conscious decision to be in front of them and to give and to provide the value that they need. That is up to you, right? But you have to do the work. You have to put in the effort. You can't sit back and just launch something on a Facebook page and expect people to come. That's just not how business works. So where are you now, right? So go into your books tonight and write your heading, where am I now? And write out exactly where I am now. Spend time, take your time, write it out. Where am I now? Look at your money, look at your clients, look at your strategies, look at your platforms, look at your voice, look at your messaging. Where am I now? When you complete that exercise, then go to a fresh new page and you say, where do I want to be? Right? And when you write out where do you want to be, then you break down into smaller parts. How do I get to where do I want to be? What are the things that I need to do to get to where I want to be? Right? And write it down. There's no right or wrong answers. Write down what you need to do to get to where you want to be. And if there's something that you need to do but you don't know how to do it, ask for help. Don't sit down in your frustration. Ask for help. That is what the group is about, right? Ask for help so that you can get the assistance to get you where you need to be. Start with the end in mind. When you write down where you need to be and all the things that you need to do to get to where you need to be, then you break it down even more. Which month does this have to happen in? If I know I need to do some training, it means that I need 2 to 3 months to get my training, tested out, that kind of thing. You need to spread it out, guys, and be patient with yourself, but be consistent and be focused in your efforts in doing it, right? So that you can manage your time, manage your overwhelm, and have a better grasp of your business and where you are, right? Cassia said, my goal is not just monetary, and it should not be. It should not just be monetary, because if you're just only focusing on the money, which money is a big part of it, yes, and it's something that we don't talk about in business. Money is a big part of why we are in business, but it's not the only reason we are in business, right? And your goal should not just be monetary. Your goal needs to be about the systems of your business as well, right? Mel says, need to set some new goals to relaunch my business. It's been on pause for a while. Yeah, Mel, time to get up and get moving. If you want to get on a discovery call with me, that's fine. Let's get this done this week so that I can help you start doing that. But start from where you are right now and then figure out where you want to be. Debbie says, true, we all need help. Oh, yes, we do. We all need help at some point in time. And, there's help out there. We just need to ask, because we tend to feel that nobody else will understand what we're going through. Nobody else will know how to do this. And I mean, one thing DBS has taught us is that there's always somebody who has experienced what you're going through, and there's always somebody who is willing to help and willing to provide you with the information, right? So if you know that you are in a bind or whatever, you need information, just ask for help, right? Kasia said, my goal is to leverage and upscale. Exactly, right? And so now you need to figure out, what does that mean? What does that look like? And what does that feel like? So what does it look like? What does it feel like? What would your life look like? And what would your life be once you leverage and upscale? And once you could envision that, you can write that out. Then you break it down to smaller parts. These are the things that I need to do. Is it that I need to get up earlier? Is it that I need to automate more of my systems? Is it that I need to reach out to a different ideal client? Is it that I need to look at my packaging and look at my pricing? Is it that I need to just niche down on what I am selling and stop trying to sell 50,000 things at the same time and get more specific about the problem that I am solving for my clients, right? So you need to set that goal, set that big goal, break it down into smaller parts. Guys, any questions? I hope this makes sense, and I hope that the message that I'm sharing today resonates with enough of you so that you can go tonight and start to write out your goal and write out where you are right now and where you want to be in your business 6 months or 6 months from now, so that you get a lot more clarity in your business and a lot more clarity of where you need to go and what you need to do, right? And that is part of what we do. Yeah, you got more specific from 2016 to 20. Yeah, you did, Debbie. You definitely did. And you just have to continue with that momentum, and you would get there. In the end of 2017 into 2018, it's going to be I just got knocked off for a minute there, guys. Sorry. Yeah, so actioning things became easier. Exactly. You just need to get clearer and write out your goals, and then get more specific, and things would work out for you, right? Shaliza, you've been on pause. Time to get back in the game. Let's get on a call. Let's talk about what these steps that you need to do to get you back in the game. Too many of us are on pause. Too many of us are not working at 100%. Too many of us are using the excuse of the economy and people not buying and people not this and that. And while all that is true, not negating that, you have to find creative ways to work around that, because you need your business in order to survive. You have bills to pay, you have life to live, and this is the thing that you want to do. So your strategy has to change as the economy changes. Your strategy has to change, and that's why you have to set your goals every so often, and not just set a goal and drop it and don't look back at it. You have to continue going back, and that is why you have to do the market research with your clients, or the people who you think are your ideal clients, so that you get a better sense of what they need and how you can help them. Do the market research, guys. Don't leave that part out. You need to do the market research in your business so you get a better sense of where because people like Shaliza and Mel who are ready to start back, that is the first place I would tell you to start. Set your goal and then go out and do market research, because if you've been on pause for a while, things may have changed. People's buying habits may have changed. Their mindsets may have changed. What is important to them may have changed. The solutions may have changed. So I would start with market research, right? Spend a week or two doing that research, sending out surveys, making contact with your old clients, WhatsApping, messaging, whatever you need to do, and get the answers, so that when you're ready to get back out there, when you're ready to relaunch, you are much clearer about what it is they need and how you need to present whatever it is you're selling to your ideal clients. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. And all of this is what we are going to learn once you join the monthly membership site. My monthly membership group is called Dynamic Business Boss. The link is in the comments at the top of the video, and it's $50 until the end of July, and then the price goes up every single month. So every month, and you could only pay by credit card this time, guys. So every month, $50 is going to, once you started off with $50, it will always be $50 for the rest of your life, right? If you and once at the end of July, the price goes up. And so I want to encourage a lot of you to just join the group, join into the membership site, get the information in there. You have audio training as well as templates. One of the first things we talk about in there is about goal setting, and I give you a template and I give you some audio training about goal setting, and then I did some sales training, a sales template, and some sales audio training, right? So get in there. It's going to be full of information. It's going to be full of a lot of tools that you would need and would want in order to scale up your business and up level your business. And that's the kind of thing is going to happen in the Dynamic Business Boss membership site every single month. Every single month you're going to get some new tools, you're going to get some new information, and you're going to join a very exclusive group where you have even more access to me. It's not going to be any selling or anything in that group. It's all about support and just being real and raw and getting your questions answered so that you can grow your business. So that is Dynamic Business Boss. The link to the site is in the group, so click on it tonight. It's $50 every month until, and at the end of July the price goes up. So I just want you, do you have to, or can you pay each month? It's going to be much harder for you to do that every month there. So just keep that in mind. When you go in, you can select it and figure it out, but it's going to be much harder for you to remember to pay, because once you don't pay, you get kicked out of the site and you have to kind of restart it every single time, right? But guys, jump into the membership site and get the information that is there. A lot of people have already signed on, and I could see, because I could see the back ends. I can see where they've downloaded the template, they've listened to the audio training, and they've already started working on their business. And that's what you need. This is just another way for me to give you the support that I know that you've been asking for. Some people prefer to do the one-on-one training, some people prefer to do the group training, and some people prefer to do this kind of membership training where they just get information every single month. So if this is the kind of support you need, just jump into the site tonight. It's Dynamic Business Boss. The link is in the top of the comments, and get in, right? So that's my message for you all tonight. Think about where you are now and where you want to be, right? Do that exercise tonight and see the dramatic changes that will happen in your business as soon as you start to write that out, and as soon as you change your mindset and get really productive in doing what you need to do, right? Your goal remains the same, your strategies can definitely change. Yeah, so have a great night, guys, and I hope to hear from you all soon. As usual,